will put total leather and we'll get started. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Kansas State Wildcats offense takes the field for the first time today. And as the game evolves into an aerial circus, sometimes you find a superstar running back like this guy.
And when you got this guy, you ride this guy. You give him the ball, you run the football, you find ways to continue to feed him because he just gets stronger and better as the game goes on.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Give to the running back. And they try the middle of the stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on third and short from the 49. Off play action. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a third down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. The Buffaloes offense will get the ball for the first time. And if these two guys wind up getting matched up, David, we'll see what wins, speed or force.
Yeah, and you love to be physical and set the tone, and this linebacker does that consistently. Now, Jesse, keeping up with the speed on the other side, that's a different animal.
Might be different, but we're going to see this receiver work underneath on some drag routes. You better be careful. You do not want to get caught in the wash against this linebacker.
Looking to buy time. The throw. Makes the catch. It's good. And they're able to get him on the ground. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
They're getting this guy lathered up. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
Working the middle. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. He's right on target. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Quick pass on the fly motion. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wide receiver shows motion. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. The sure hands, it's Welch. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Quick release on the RPO. They were able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
He'll pull it on the read. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40.
This is an offense that has a chance to be one of the better rushing attacks in the country at the end of the year because of the athleticism of this quarterback. You're going to see this guy do damage with his legs this year.
Makes the catch. It's Burns. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On the move, it's Rice. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a shot, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. The running back has it. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a 1st down.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, a nice job by the defense understanding who their go-to guy is. That's the guy they want to feature. That's the guy they want to feed with good reason. He's a great player, but a great job by the defense taking away that primary read, making sure they don't make a big play.
Looking to scramble. A strike downfield. He's loose. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
All right, defense, you're going to have to hone in here. You're going to have to turn the page. Just gave up a big pass, but all of a sudden the offense now is knocking on your doorstep. They're in the red zone. This defense, they need to step up here and make a play.
They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Power football with the run. Pickup of 1. It's down at the 11. They plow ahead with the run, but still more ground needed to pick up the first down. 3rd down coming. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've changed into the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. They'll try to run for it. Headed to the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Man, how about this offense deciding to run the football, be physical, find a hole, get downhill, Palmer, and get the first down?
Yeah, and it helps, too, when you got a running back like this guy. He just knows how to fall forward and get those hidden yards. Big weapon in this offense.
Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. That, his 40th career touchdown run.
This guy's had a lot of success throughout his career, but 40 touchdowns is something that's pretty commendable, David. He continues to challenge himself each and every game and every year to get better.
Yeah, just the consistency has been so impressive. The offense is built around him. Like, he's going to get the football, he's going to be featured, and still finds the end zone week after week.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
It's now 2nd down after the short completion. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Casey. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stops. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
He wants to throw here on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Crawford. Strong, firm tackle.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. He makes the connection. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
After the first down completion, it's 2nd and short. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
The Buffaloes are flying down the field. Quarterback checking the play. To the air on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
On second down, they'll take to the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Into the house. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he makes the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Kansas City, 7.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And how about this tight end finding that soft spot after the play action froze him?
It's tough to do sometimes for these tight ends to kind of find zone defense and find the areas they need to work and make sure that they've got that communication with the QB. But these two right now are on the same page.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decision.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
This was one of the keys to the game. Could this quarterback, could he extend plays and then make throws in scramble situations? That time, the defense was able to get to him and bring him down for a huge loss.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well, and I'd love to see that here.
The ball's free. Oh, the offensive first. Absolute disaster by falling on that fumble.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, you stick the quarterback, and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
He's going to pass on second down. Gets it out quickly. At the 45 on his way. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback checking off. Comes out throwing on first down. He'll take a shot. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Going up top on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Burns. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. On second down, wants to throw. Unleashes one. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Got his man in the middle. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Looking to throw it again. Catch in the middle, it's Garcia. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Now sliding to his left. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Kansas State pushing the pace. He's looking to throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Rice. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, it's still short of the first down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Caught near the sticks, it's Rice. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage before he was stopped, but using the running back in the short passing game gives him a first down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. He's looking for a man on second down. Grabbed on the outside, it's Welch. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. He makes the catch. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. And they decide to trot out the kicker. It is perfect.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
The returner will field it and bring it back. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On the ground, it's Hood. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Kansas State will kick it off to start things in the second half. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
He's back to throw on second down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. Spits it out to the back. Grab near the marker. It's Hood. Nothing but green ahead. Touchdown, Buffs! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Wide open downfield. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they got it at the 42.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The Wildcats are moving quickly down the field. Oh, it's a reverse. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Off the play fake. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Going for it all. And it's caught. Touchdown, Kansas State.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing them go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fair catch, called for and made. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Movement here from the tight end. The give to the tailback. Keeps the legs moving. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They go to the ground. And the Buffaloes get enough for the 1st down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Motion from the offense. He's going to pass. They've got the screen set up. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a 1st down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
From the gun, give on the inside. What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down. He's up to 90 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. And the Buffaloes will have it 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. That's caught. It's Logan. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout here. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you've got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Shoots it to the left. It's caught downfield. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
Feeling some heat. Fires to the tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He hurls one deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Gets it out fast. And the ball squirted out. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its O's.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
Man, just when you think you've seen every move, he's got another one, and he's out to the 40.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Give him 109 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the 1st down.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate, easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the game.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. He finds his man. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a 1st down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the 3rd. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. 1st down to start the drive after the break. It's reverse. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Great discipline by the backside of the defense. This is my gap. This is where I'm supposed to be. Ball goes away, so be it. I got to stay home. Stays home, makes a great play for a loss.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. Pocket starts to collapse. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage.
Good news is they didn't lose a ton of yards. The bad news is that's the 3rd sack they've given up now in this game. They have got to do a better job protecting this quarterback.
On the run, it's Hood. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. The Buffaloes will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
They'll go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He'll try to do it himself. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
And this is why offenses are so hard to stop. When you have such great playmakers at the quarterback spot, 3rd down, if people are covered, what can he do? Take off, scramble, and now set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
He's looking to throw, trying to get to it. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And that is back-to-back sacks. You get down here in this part of the field, man, you want to keep going forward. You want to make sure you put yourself in a good situation, hopefully to go for it if you need to on 4th down. But now you're putting yourself really behind the 8 ball with back-to-back sacks.
Makes the grab. It's Logan. Hard-hitting tackle. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just...
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. excellent field position here for the offense. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Colorado! And the punishment has been extended. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. UTEP was able to cap off a close one inside the Sun Bowl with a narrow victory. And that's the mark of a solid program. Pile up wins, build on games like these, and remain focused on the big picture. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Welch. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
And man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Finds his big tight end. They stripped it out. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games, and that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
And it is a good idea to gang tackle. Getting second guy finally did.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anymore.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Release to the back. Grabbed in the middle. It's Welch. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Welch. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And the Buffaloes are threatening in the red zone. Wide receiver coming across in motion. The give out of the gun. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Using his legs, it's Welch. Touchdown, Buffs! And the pummeling has started. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And the extra point was good to finish things off. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
55, Kansas State, 17.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Let's go. Looking to go up top on first down. Finds his man. It's Rice. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. New set of downs after that completion. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. He's looking to throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Casey. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games and we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Looking for a big play. He's got it. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ballgame.
And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Kansas State, 24.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31.
And the Colorado offense will take over.
First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Handoff to the single running back. At the 45 on his way. All kinds of running room. He's at the 10. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Colorado, 62. Kansas State, 24.
This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. One more play to pad the stats. Wants to throw on first down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is complete. When you know you have a